Very good evening, all of you. In today's class, we are going to see the next topic, which is LR parser, which is type of bottom-up approach, bottom-up parser. In the bottom-up parser example, in the previous class, we have discussed about operator precedence parser. Now we are going to discuss about the next parser, which is LR parser. In LR parser, there are four types of LR parsers. They are LR of 0, SLR of 1, LALR and CLR. LR of 0 is the least powerful one, and the CLR, last one, CLR, canonical LR, is the most powerful one. SLR is nothing but simple LR, LALR is nothing but look ahead LR, CLR is nothing but canonical LR, which is most powerful when compared to the LR0, which is least powerful. LR parser, we are seeing the introduction class only. In LR parser, we are seeing only the introduction. So LR parser, following points you have to remember while constructing the LR parser. So non-recursive shift to reduce bottom-up parser. So this LR parser is a non-recursive parser. It is a shift to reduce parser, and it is a bottom-up parser. This LR parser is also known as LR of K. So in LR, L means left to right scanning input stream. L means left to right scanning input stream. R means the R in LR, which means construction of rightmost derivation in reverse. Construction of rightmost derivation in reverse. That is the meaning of R. And what does the K denote? K denotes look ahead symbol. K denotes the look ahead symbol. It is a look ahead symbol to make the decision. In order to make the decision, this look ahead symbol is useful. SLR of 1. Next type of parser is SLR of 1. It is simple LR parser. It works on smallest class of grammar. It has few number of states, hence it contains very small table. It is simple and fast construction. So since it has a few number of states, it is very simple to construct, and the construction will be fast. And LR1 parser is the next type of LR parser. It works on complete set of LR1 grammar having large number of states and contains big table. Since it has large number of states, this parser contains big table. Since it has large number of states and big table, the construction will be very slow. Next, LALR parser, which is look ahead LR parser. It works on intermediate size of grammar. First one, smallest size of grammar. Second one, complete size of grammar. Third, LALR works on intermediate size of grammar. It has the number of states are same as SLR parser. That is, it has very few states like SLR. So since it has very few states, it is very simple to construct, and the construction will be very fast. Structure of LR parser. So we need to understand the structure of LR parser, and this leftmost is called stack. The stack is having the dollar symbol, which is empty symbol, which is in the bottom of the stack, and we have input buffer and LR parser, LR parsing table, and finally the output will be taken from LR parser. So from LR parser, the LR parser will contact the stack, and from stack for read and write operation, this LR parser will read and write, both will take place. So that is why bidirectional array is used. And from LR parser, this contacts the LR parsing table, and again the LR parser contacts the input buffer. Finally the LR buffer produces the output. So the LR parser, this is the structure. In LR parser, in all type of LR parsers, stack will be there, input buffer will be there, LR parser will be there, and output also will be there. Only the type of the parsing table will differ. So this is for LR parser. LR parsing table is used. For example, if you use SLR parser, and SLR parsing table will be used in this place. If you use LALR parser, and instead of this LR parsing table, the LALR parsing table will be used. That is the difference in the structure of the LR parser. So again I repeat, this is a stack. The leftmost box is stack. The stack contains the dollar symbol, which is the empty symbol, and from stack it will go to the LR parser, and LR parser, from LR parser again it will contact the stack, and LR parser will contact LR parsing table, and LR parser will contact input buffer, and finally the LR parser will produce the output. And the LR parsing table is only will differ according to the type of the parser what we are using. If you use LALR parser, then this LR parsing table will be LALR parsing table. So we need to understand 2 points while constructing the parser. To construct LR0 and SLR table, so we have 4 types of parsers. They are LR0, SLR of 1, LALR of 1, and CLR of 1. So to construct the first two, LR of 0 and SLR of 1 table, we use canonical collection of LR0 items. So we use canonical collection of LR0 items. For what? For LR of 0 and SLR of 1. For LR0 and simple LR parser table, to construct the LR of 0 and SLR of 1 table, we use canonical collection of LR0 items. To construct the next two, that is look ahead LR of 1 and canonical LR of 1 tables, we use canonical collection of LR1 items. Instead of LR0, we are using LR1 items. So we use canonical collection of LR1 items. So these 2 points you have to remember while constructing the parser. So in the next class we will discuss about how to construct the parser. Okay. So with this is the introduction class. So remaining we will discuss in the next class. Thank you.